Hey everybody, this is Chris, and today I'm going to bring up something that is a common comment in my videos. It doesn't matter what video I put out. The common question is, what do you recommend? FIMI X8 SE 2020 or the HUBSAN ZINO 2? First off, I'm going to just say if you ordered a HUBSAN ZINO 2 through GearBest when it was through that pre-release sale, uh, my apologies. I'm sorry that you went through what you went through on that. Some people received theirs. A lot of people are still actually waiting, and I can't tell you what's going on there. But if you're still waiting for that order from GearBest, cancel it. You're probably not going to see it. Just cancel it. Get your money while you can. And if you still want that Zeno 2, go get it directly from Hubsan. Just real quick, don't want to sidetrack, but real quick, GearBest had the pre-sales for that. They had some sort of contract with Hubsan where they were supposed to have all the pre-sales from that. So if you're totally mad at GearBest, you might want to also direct your anger towards Hubsan as well, because there was something that clashed there, and we saw a lot of Hubsan Zeno 2s going out the back door at Hubsan to other dealers who weren't supposed to have these pre-sale rights. So I think what they did there is they shorted the stock that was supposed to go to GearBest to fulfill your orders. And then we had the Chinese New Year. Right in the middle of that Chinese New Year, we had COVID-19. So a lot of factors took place there, but now there's obviously something going on between GearBest and Hubsan, because this has not been resolved and they're not getting any shipments. They keep telling you next month, next month, next month. After a couple times of that, I think it's time to quit and just say, I want my money back. So I strongly recommend you get your money back. And then now we have the release of the FIMI X8 SE 2020. Right there's another good reason to get your money back. Now you have two quads that are very closely matched, which have always been closely matched. If anybody talks about the Zeno, like with the Zeno Pro, a lot of times they were comparing it with the FIMI. That was still a common question: should I buy this or should I buy that one? But now you have the 2020 edition with the Zeno 2, and you can kind of sit back and wait for people to get this FIMI X8 SE 2020, which I have one on the way. I have the shipping notice and have been watching the tracking, and it's looking promising so far. So hopefully I will have that soon, and as soon as I do, I'll bring it right to my channel, and we'll start a series on that along with whenever I receive the Mavic Air 2. That one's I've got ordered as well. I'll most likely get the FIMI X8 SE 2020 before I'll get that Mavic Air. So a lot of people have ordered the Zeno 2. A lot of people have ordered the FIMI X8 SE 2020. The whole goal in this video is not so much to tell you what to buy. I'm going to flip it, and I want to see in the comments mainly what you've got on order. If you're waiting on a FIMI X8 SE 2020, or you're waiting on the Zeno 2, which you can see both of them right here behind me, except that's the FIMI is the 2018 edition. So let me know what you've got ordered, what you're interested in, what's leaning you towards one or the other. That's kind of what I'm interested in. Not so much my opinion as to what I think you should buy, because I really don't want to steer anybody towards the FIMI X8 SE 2020, although I do think that will be the better of the two based on what we've been going through with this damn Zeno 2, and the fact that they took a shortcut on that camera lens. That's a huge factor right there. But we have not seen the FIMI X8 SE 2020 camera in good honest reviews. If you're seeing people posting videos out there that are saying this is a flight from the FIMI X8 SE 2020, yet they don't have one single unboxing or anything like that on their channel. I'd be a little skeptical on that one. So I don't believe any of those. I don't think there is a real review out there yet, except for maybe the one Banggood put out where they showed the flight. But again, these type of videos are always in China where it's foggy and low light. So good review has not yet to be seen, and hopefully I'll be one of those soon. But until then, I'm just going to say, based on the history of the Zino 2 and based on the history of the FIMI, both have had their little firmware issues. Both have had their issues where the gimbal goes crooked on you, gives you that crooked horizon. But I think FIMI has proven to be the better build quality overall each time versus the Zinos. Hubsan just keeps repeating the same thing. They let something out too soon. They didn't do too poorly with the Zino Pro, but they, did the same game with the original Zino as they did the Zino 2, where it's just too soon of a release and too many things needed to be fixed. We all expect these bugs, we all expect these problems, but it's been too much. And you're really going to see that when I do my up-to-date review on the HUBSAN ZINO 2. I filmed it and I want to add more to it, and it's going to be brutally honest, and it's going to be something Hubsan probably is not going to like, but I'm not going to sit here and be one of those channels that say it's a great quad or you can't go wrong if you purchase it. It's got its flaws, and it's kind of a crapshoot of rolling the dice and see if you rolled lucky sevens or not. So right now, my personal opinion, if I had to buy, I had no quads, and my only choice is to buy the HUBSAN ZINO 2 or the FIMI X8 SE 2020. My personal grab would be towards the FIMI X8 SE 2020. No question about it. I'd take the risk of the unknowns because we don't know. What they say on paper could be something totally different. There are some changes here. Did they do them well? Or do we have big problems? Do we have a crappy camera? Are we stuck with that crooked horizon? Things like that. Those can be big headaches. But I'd rather take that risk with the FIMI X8 SE versus the stuff that's been going on with the HUBSAN ZINO 2. So basically, that's pretty much what I want to see in the comments. First off, if you have both of these on order, just make a comment that you've ordered the X8 SE 2020 and what you're expecting from it. If you're excited, if you're a little cautious, if you've ordered the HUBSAN ZINO 2, if you've ordered it through GearBest, again, I'm telling you, cancel that order. But if you've got it on order, say from Hubsan directly, which is pretty much your only best bet right now to buy that quad, is buy it directly from Hubsan. And if you have ordered it through them, just leave a comment, and I would love to see if you're up to date on everything that's happened with this quad and how you feel about your purchase as you wait for it. And then also the comments of you're undecided and you're looking at the two. Those are the ones I'm probably most interested in. Just so my basic advice is going to be sit back and watch, because there's going to be some reviews coming up with this FIMI X8 SE whenever it starts arriving at people's doorsteps. And like I said, I'll be one of them. I'm not promising this. I take everything they say with a grain of salt, but I had contacted FIMI for a review sample. They told me I'm on the list, but Banggood has to choose the people on that list. So I did bug Banggood quite a bit, and voila, I got chosen. So mine's coming direct DHL from been good. So if that is true, I do have a tracking number on it, but it's really just not showing me much to give me any dead on date yet, because it's got to get through that threshold of customs and everything. But when it's DHL, I usually get it pretty quick. So I might be one of the first. I might be later down the road. So we'll find out. But crossing my fingers that I'm one of the first, and if you know me, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything just because I got a free quad. I don't care if I break that relationship with Hubsan, FIMI, or anybody else. I'm doing this channel for you and for myself, as far as feeling good about myself after doing a video and not saying, hey, you can't go wrong if you buy both of these, either one. There's channels out there that will sit there and hold a Zino 2, hold a FIMI X8 SE, and tell you you can't go wrong if you buy either one of these quads. Yes, you can. You can go wrong big time. And there's a lot of Hubsan Zino 2 people out there that will agree, and you'll see in the comments. I guarantee there's going to be in the comments, there's going to be all the problems people have had with the Zino 2 that are going to outweigh what problems they've had with the FIMI X8 SE. I think that's a very easy prediction, and I can say that because I work with these people. I do a ton of Hubsan, and I am contacted by people daily with their problems. Nobody ever contacts me to tell me their quad's running great. They're always contacting me because they have a problem. So it's always the typical, hey Chris, I hope all is well. Stay safe. And then I respond, same to you. And then it's, oh, by the way, my Zino won't do this or that. That's what I get pretty much on a daily basis. But I've put myself in this position by doing all this Hubsan stuff, and I know these Hubsans almost like the back of my hand. So naturally, people are going to contact me. Not only that, because I've worked on so many and I've fixed so many for people. So I've been responsible for a lot of help with the Hubsans, getting people back up in the air through helping them through my videos or through messaging, or them sending me their quads to fix personally. And it's just been too many of them. I've worked on a few FIMIs. They've been FIMI X8 SEs. I've worked on a ton of Zino, so much that it's burning me out. So I like to work on these things, but sometimes you just get flooded with them, and it's too much. So that's where I kind of am right now. So that's pretty much all I wanted to do in this video, is just kind of flip it onto you guys and encourage the comments, and just keep it nice. Don't start throwing the F-bomb when you're talking about the Hubsan or the FIMI. Just have intelligent comments, normal adult interaction, and simply just let me know what you got on order, what you think, what your hopes are. Your problems that you've had with either one of the FIMI X8 SE 2018 edition versus the Zino 2, things like that. So I think it's a good video to get into once I dive further into more of the FIMI X8 SE 2020 stuff, and my current up-to-date review that I'm going to do on the Zino 2. So this kind of video will maybe even point out some things. Some comments might point some things out that I forgot to mention in my review for the Hubsan Zino 2 that I can add to that in editing. So like I said, I've already got some of that shot, and I'm going to shoot some more and really put it out there as to how I feel about the Hubsan Zino 2. And I think it's pretty obvious what direction I'm going with that. I can fly that quad and make it look as beautiful as you want. I can tell you all you want to hear about it to make you feel good about purchasing it. But I'm just not that guy. I can't do that. I can't do that and feel good about myself. And like I said, I've worked on enough of these to where it's just it would be so wrong if I sat there and told you you can't go wrong by buying this quad. So if you watch certain channels, you know the ones that I'm talking about. And that's my problem with some of these channels, is it's just totally not honest. So that being said, speaking of Hubsan Zino 2, one I've been dying to see is Build a Drone Reviewer. You got the Hubsan Zino 2. You did an unboxing, but haven't seen one single thing from you on your channel yet. The reason I'm dying to see it is rumor has it that you have a problem with your Hubsan Zino 2. So I'm just curious if you have a problem, why you haven't talked about it, and if you don't have a problem, why you haven't done anything on your channel with it. Just out of curiosity, because you are the drone reviewer, and people have been waiting to see your review of the Hubsan Zino 2. So I myself am dying to see what's going on there, and what your expert thoughts are on that quad. So Build a Drone Reviewer, let's see what you got. So that's it, and I'm just going to end in my usual saying. Click that thumbs up on your way out, and click that subscribe button. If you're new to my channel, make sure you definitely click that and the all button, and that way you'll get future notification of all my content, which is not a lot. So you won't get bombed with a bunch of notifications from YouTube saying that I put out a video. It's very safe to hit that bell on me, and you won't be getting a notification every single day, because I just do not have the time to do that. But when I put out a video, usually there's something useful for everybody. And this one might not be useful in the way that it helps anybody, but if you're on the fence between the two and you go through and read all the comments in this video, I think it's going to be something that really helps you lean more one way than the other if you're on the fence. So that being said, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next video. Take care.